So, as the entire community is reeling from the band announcement, I can't help but wonder how this is going to affect the 4th edition. Booster packs prices, that 4th edition Mana Vault price. So I'm eager to get through these next 3 packs and on to the recap because I want to watch that value go up. It is currently Thursday. I'm recording this early. I probably won't get to post-production until a little bit later. But yeah, we're going to watch that pretty intently. Anyways, welcome back, collectors. I am putting together a complete 4th edition set all on camera. I'm actually hoping that just out of some wild craziness, the next 2 or 3 videos I open another Mana Vault because that would just be kind of fun. But anyways, I'm repping into more of the second half of my first booster box. Let's see what we get this time. Okay, so looking at our spillover set, we've knocked out 100% of the commons and basic lands in the primary. We're now looking at 100% of the basic lands knocked out in the secondary, and here are the commons that we're looking for. So Carnivorous Plant, Circle Protection White, Drudge Skeletons, Hurloon Minotaur, Land Leeches, Samite Healer, Scrib Sprites, and Spellblast Weakness. So we did find 4 in the previous video, and let's see here. We've got, this is from outside the box pool. You can tell it's the faded one. Now you probably can't tell, but anyways, it's faded, but the other ones were pretty clean when I opened them up. And here we go. I just need to move this out of the way because, of course, I will knock it over all over the cards because that's just Murphy's Law. And here we are. 2 more packs from the booster box. One there, one here. All right, let's see. Circle Protection White, so one that eludes. Carnivorous Plant, Drudge Skeletons, the Hurloon Minotaur. All right, so we are starting over a new mock draft. I'll put the link below. I'm going to use these 3 packs, 1, 2, 3, to just kind of show you what 4th edition drafting is like, I guess, was like. But yeah, here we go. Number 1, Zephyr Falcon. All right. Stream of Life. Fireball. Grizzly Bears. Apprentice Wizard. Eternal Warrior. Creature Bond. No hits yet. Battering Ram. Power Leak. Nice blue theme going on. Tranquility. And Paralyze. Okay. Not a single common. Anyways, whatever. Okay, so we're looking at uncommons for the primary set. Here goes. Hopefully we don't get any dupes and we go straight to what we need. Wall of Water. I believe that's a dupe. We'll double check it. And Bog Wraith. There we go. And lastly, the Circle Protection Artifacts. Okay, I think that's 2 out of 3. All right, rare number 1. Time Elemental. Very nice. I was enamored with this. Again, you're talking about a little bit of rule breaking, right? Bouncing things. Yeah, it's all fun stuff. So it is blue and 2. It's an elemental, 0/2 power toughness. Pay 2 colorless and 2 blue. Tap it. Return target permanent you own to owner's hand. Not you own. Return target permanent to owner's hand. You cannot use this ability on permanents with enchantment cards played on them. If Time Elemental blocks or attacks, destroy it at the end of combat. In this case, Time Elemental deals 5 damage to its controller. I remember Blinking Spirit and playing with that and trying to do some funky mechanics with bouncing, but it just, I don't know that Magic had the cards yet to really utilize that, enter the battlefield trigger and whatnot, but always a fan favorite. I do remember that card. I think my brother actually had the original, and I only ever had the 4th edition. But anyway, starting out for a new pack, I guess blue deck, right? Yeah. All right, let's see where we go. Pack number 2. Alrighty. And 1, 2, 3, and rare on the bottom. Okay. And number 1, the Hurloon Minotaur. Hey, we finally got one. Watch, land leeches. All right. Anyways, Phantasmal Terrain. Protish Gypsies. The Mesopegasus. Did I not make a white again? No, I sure didn't. Disintegrate. All right, we're looking at blue-red probably. Blue Elemental Blast. All right. Crawworm, another fan favorite. Circle of Protection, white. There we go. 2. Bloodlust. And Giant Tortoise. And Carnivorous Plant. Hey, we're getting 3 of them this video at least. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking blue-red deck so far. Here we go. All the uncommons. Phantom Monster. Can't remember. We'll check it. Winter Blast. Definitely has shown its face before. Jeune Ifrit. Definitely has shown that as well. So those are spillover. And rare number 2. Here we go. Give me a blue or red. Oh, wow. Red Mana Battery. This is actually my favorite art from all of them. I thought that was so cool. I do believe I will be buying that in the original Legends probably next month or the month after. We'll have to see. It's getting close. I'm actually running through a couple of the small dollar value ones just to get it knocked out. But here we go. Red Mana Battery does not really help a whole lot with this deck. Well, anyways, more blue, more red. I like it. Phantom Monster, help there. Wall of Water, help there. Yeah, okay. So here is the pack. Not from the booster box. Outside, I got these 3 were off of eBay, I believe. And they look like they sat in a display case somewhere because the packs look a little faded compared to all the others. Anyways, looking at the sides here, looks pretty good. I'm not seeing any bumps or nicks or anything, so they were treated fairly decent. They probably just sat there forever because it's 4th edition, right? Like, it's not exactly the premium product. But here we go. We love it. I love digging into it, so we're doing more. All right, so for the 3rd pack in this deck, here we go. Word of Binding. Alabaster Potion. Marsh Viper. Plague Rats. No, that's not one. Circle Protection Blue. Giant Growth. Of course, this is going to be the pack that throws everything off with the deck building, right? All right, Dark Ritual. That's nice. A little bit of ramp. Fortified Area. Okay. Urg Raiders. Clay Statue. Absolutely no blue and red. What? And then, of course, Ironclaw Orcs. All right, there we go. Well, again, not the greatest, but you know, we'll make it happen. We're here for the rares and the uncommons. The building the deck's kind of the side fun. And uncommon number 1 is Elven Riders. Okay. And Uncle Istvan. I believe we got that one as well. And Blue Ward. That one might be new. Okay. From Mana Vault. From outside the box pool, our rare this week is Righteousness. Another fan favorite. Definitely played with that. 1 casting cost, white instance. Target blocking creature gets +7/+7 until end of turn. Very nice. Well, I was thinking blue-red, and now I'm not so sure. But no bombs, really, at all. The closest thing, I guess, is the Phantom Monster, because it's a 3/3 flyer. We have a Crawworm. So, and for removal, we have a Disintegrate. Bloodlust can be removal. Fireball. That's about it, huh? Giant Growth can be. Word of Binding for tapping. Paralyzed tap. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy deck. It's not going to be the best. But anyways, I'm going to sleeve all these up, and then I will do a card recap at the end, and we'll see how we affected our primary and secondary set. Stay tuned. believe, if I'm not mistaken, and I'll double check, that's the first complete page. Raijin Spirit, Ragman, Raise the Dead, Rebirth, Red Elemental Blast, Red Mana Battery, Red Ward, Regeneration, and Relic Bind. That's the first total page complete. Pretty neat. Okay. Excuse me. So we only added 4 cards to the primary set. However, we did add 3 rares, which is the hardest thing to do. So, happy with that. Let's go see how it all shakes out.
Oh man, you ever had just one of those weeks where work is an absolute bear? You get sick, the wife gets sick, the kids get sick, and it's just like you blink and you don't know how you made it through the whole week. Yeah, so I recorded that pack opening on Thursday, September 26th, and here we are now. It's Sunday, 2 Sundays later, 10 days, and I'm just now getting to the recap. So it's been kind of a whirlwind. And as I think about it, I got to give kudos to those professional YouTubers. I mean, I know they got a team and all for the big channels, but you think of someone like Louis at Kitchen Table TCG. Seems like a fantastic guy. I wish I could meet him in person, but I'm several states away and would not be able to make it there. But he seems like that local town hero for the game store that everybody wants running their game store. But dude is crushing it on putting out videos very frequently, and I'm kind of jealous. I wish I could do that. So without further ado, let's carry on. It is October now, so that means new prices. I will have updated the spreadsheet, and we're going to look at, of course, the Mana Vault, because Commander, the drama that just keeps on giving. I know I wanted to get this out on Monday or Tuesday when it all happened, but if you haven't heard, Wizards of the Coast has taken control of the Commander banned and restricted, which I think kind of makes sense. I do agree with the move. You maybe don't, but it does put a corporation in front of it instead of individuals. And as we saw this past week, I won't go into it, but the community's just terrible when it comes to these outrage. Now, did they behave poorly? Absolutely. Do I agree with the bannings? Maybe on some, but not on all. And do I think that they handle those bannings well? Absolutely not. They haven't followed their own procedures, let alone, some nice way of giving it to us. It just seemed very sudden, very abrupt, and no one was prepared for it. And of course, that's what creates the backlash, but that's still no excuse for the community to lash out at those members. But now that WotC is the face, I'm in support of that, because we can all get angry at a corporation, and it's not us attacking an individual or a person. So I don't condone that. It's terrible. We'll move on. The side of that is, of course, the Mana Rocks, the community looking to other prices. I did carefully watch Mana Vault for a bit, and then when I got sick, I kind of lost it. But I saw it as high as like $150 on some places. Like eBay jumped. I saw a TCG player jump, depending on all the condition. I was looking near mint, but you can get into them for better than that. And here we are looking at Mana Vault. Like just a few weeks ago, it was $50, right? Now, this week, we didn't see anything spectacular come out of our packs. We had the Righteousness, the Red Mana Vault, and the Time Elemental. So again, no top 10s. Better luck than the next 3, but moving on. So I did start video 13 and 14's mock 4th edition booster draft. And, as I look at this, I'm hopeful for blue. So if we get a little bit more blue in the next 3 packs, I'm probably going to go with some sort of a high control variant. Time Elemental, yes. We're looking for abilities to bounce or remove in front of us an obstacle and put it back, right? And maybe sit back, play defense, and then tick down damage over time. So I'm hoping blue and red, and red comes up, or black. And, those always make a great combination. But for right now, the only thing I'm looking at is really just Time Elemental and Righteousness. So white's got to come up, though. There's literally nothing else, like a Mess of Pegasus, yay, and a bunch of protection and life. Yeah, it's not there. Anyways, we'll see what happens. Green may make a show. We'll see. I'll leave the link to the deck in the description. Feel free to browse, comment if you want. So let's move on to the card recap, shall we? Because I want to get through this. I want to record another one this afternoon. All right, we are looking at new prices. So when we keep that in mind, we started this week with 255 cards. We only added 4. That was all 3 rares and an uncommon. So 255 plus 4, 259 total. Out of 378, we went from 67%. We added 2% for a total of 69%. Now again, new prices. Looking at this previous week, we were starting at 184.14. We did not add $25. Okay, so the overall cost of the set went up due to Mana Vault specifically from 362 to 390. That's $27.99. Now the cards are added in there, so that's not exclusive. But basically, we added less than $3 of cards from the packs, and the rest of this is just burst growth from the popularity of the Mana Vault. Anyways, we started with 184. We added 25. We now have $209 in value. The set was 362. It went up $27.99 to a total of $390, getting back closer to that $400 mark. We were at 51%. We added 3%, and we're now at 54%. I do owe you guys another pack video. I do have enough alliances to open 3 booster packs, so I will be doing that very shortly. Looking at our cards by type, we have, of course, knocked out our lands. We have knocked out our uncommons. Now, we only added 1 uncommon this week. So we went from 72%. We added 1% to a total of 73. And we added the rares. So we went from 26. We added all 3. So that's a 3% to 29%. And again, 67 plus 2% is 69. That matches up top. Looking at the individual booster packs, we have now opened 33 boosters, which is 495 cards, and we only added 4. So our yield is continuing to go down, although, just slowly. And looking at the costs, again, boosters, we've opened 33, and the cost this week was the same as last week because I used up the card that was the 3 packs that were all faded from the same vendor there. So 324.62 added to the total. We're looking at an average of $44 per pack, which if we go out and take a look right now, even with the Mana Vault influence, we're still sitting at $40. That's shipping included for this guy, and that is MP values. And then we're looking at 36 with shipping for Merchant Caravan TCG. So we're all sitting, right around these top 5 right here, right? All sitting right around that $40 mark. We'll just go back here and enter in, leave it as is. So that's $1,320. I've spent $1,451 on boosters. We're relatively close. I think the difference here is really the starter decks. Moving on to the spillover set. Again, prices have fluctuated here, but anyways, we started with 151. We added 10 cards this week for a total of 161. That's 40% starting the week, adding 3 for a total of 43% complete. Looking at the cost, $49.38 starting out with what we've collected so far, adding $3.42. So we were adding more dollars here than we are actually adding in the primary set for a total of $52.80. Now the overall set, as you can see here, again, went up $27.99 just on that Mana Vault alone. So 14%. Looks like it didn't even round to 1. So sitting there at 14% collected. Looking at the individual types, again, commons start at 93. We added 2% for a total of 95. Uncommons, 17%. We added 5% for a total of 22. And then the rares didn't budge. So we're remaining at 3%. So that's 40 plus 3 is 43%. And that matches up top. Looking at our most frequent, we did see Clay Statue bump up to the 7 mark, and then these kind of have shuffled a little bit. We have some 6s. We have all 5s remaining down below, but this is just to give you a clue of how many of those particular commons have we seen the most. Uncommons really didn't budge, I don't believe. The Wall of Water is the only thing I can think of off the top of my head. Again, it has been 10 days, so I'm not looking at this with the clearest memory. And looking at our rares, we have no new rares in the list this week because, we didn't add anything to the spillover set, and that would be our indicator right there. So these Armageddon, Fungasaur, Power Surge, and Ragman seem to be the most popular so far in our meager 35 packs opened. So like I said, I do owe you all a milestone video. We will knock out some alliances and hopefully chase down a Force of Will or a Lake of the Dead. That would be pretty cool. And because we're now into October, I've collected all my September collections for the month. So I'm going to be doing a video on that next. Stay tuned. We'll see you in the next one.